We got some interesting price movement this fine Thursday morning. It is September 28th. It is 7:10 a.m. And this is a crypto market update. You got Bitcoin with a little pump up. It's at $26,517. The dollar is starting to look like it's ready to roll over. I say that lightly because it always does. And then all of a sudden it pops back up. But we have some different factors playing a role now. Like we have the 1-day sell warning that flashed as of yesterday and the 12-hour sell warning that flashed a couple days ago at this point, which are a key factor into why this time we could actually see it roll over. Like you see there, the 1-day sell warning, just like we had the 1-day sell warning Monday, September 26th of 2022. A year later, we got the same one. And then 12-hour chart, we got a sell warning there as well. So we're seeing some swing trade medium-term time frames flashing sell warnings like this 12-hour, just like back here in May. The sell now hit the top there, and then the 1-day hit the macro top when the dollar was at 114. Then we fell below 100. We have the same 1-day sell warning right now. And if we go down, so we got a 1-day sell warning, we got a 12-hour sell warning. Then if we go down to an 11-hour chart, let's see if we got a sell warning there. We got a sell warning on the 11-hour chart, just like back here in May. Then if we go to the 9-hour chart, we got a 9-hour sell warning. We go to the 8-hour, I'm sure we got it on the 8-hour, 6-hour, 4-hour, 3-hour. So we're seeing from the 1-day down, the dollar having prepare to sell soon signals, meaning we're way overheated. We got it on the 8-hour. I'm sure we got it on the 6-hour, which means that, when something gets overheated, it's got to cool off a bit. If it's ultimately going to keep firing up, it's got to at least cool off a bit. And it looks like we may be seeing the early signs here of a cool off because we have the 1-day, 12-hour, 11-hour, 9-hour, 8-hour, and now a 6-hour. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. And we got it on the 4-hour chart. And right now, as we speak, we're flashing a 4-hour sell now signal, waiting upon confirmation of this candle close in about 3 hours and 47 minutes. So the dollar's at 106.348. We can see us in 4 hours from now, which is about 11:13 a.m. New York time. If we can see us get below 106 flat, that would be amazing, because then we'd have that sell now come in, we'd have hard momentum to the downside, and then we could probably see that carry over into the higher time frames like the 6-hour, the 8-hour, the 9-hour, and then ultimately pull it down in the 12-hour and the 1-day, which called the tops back here around this time last year, which would be massive, because if the dollar can come down and cool off, the bond yields can come down and cool off, then we can avoid the ICE 9 credit freeze. Because if we're being real right now, all the signs are pointing to this could be a moment where that happens. We're seeing the bond yield spike like at 4.64%, seeing those spike. We're seeing the dollar spike. So like all the cards are stacked up, and with a potential U.S. government shutdown by this Friday, by tomorrow, it's like all the stars are aligning for that ICE 9 scenario to unfold and a credit crisis to happen and a meltdown in the markets. But we could see an announcement either today, tomorrow, or on the weekend that could save the day here. So bond yields has a 1-day sell warning as well too, just like it did back here in October, and then that ultimately called the top here at 4.3%. We went down and sideways all of 2023, and now we're back here heading into October, flashing a same sell warning again. And we have this purple fibma here, which acted as support in February 2023, and then resistance here when we broke it in March, and we've just been chugging our way up along here. If we put this trend line like that, bang, we're at it as well too. So we have this trend line resistance that has knocked us down since April of this year. Rejection. And right now we're at it. And the purple fibma line, as well as we have a 1-day sell warning. If we look at the momentum indicators, we're starting to see this pink curl over pretty hard right now. And we do have a big kick up in the momentum, but it could change quick. So I want to see us. And we have a 12-hour sell warning too, which also called this top back here in July 7th. And then when we got that sell now, that was on July 11th. Then a couple days later, bang, July 13th was the victory day for everybody that remembers that day. So right now, we want to see the bond yields cool off. We're at a level where we don't want to see it smash through, because it could start to rapidly rise. We want to see it cool off here. The dollar, we want to see it cool off here. We have this trend line coming up since July as well too, support. Then we kind of wrestled in between it. We have the 12-hour, the 1-day, and lower. We flashed the 4-hour sell now, waiting upon confirmation in about 4 hours now. The stock market, this is a 1-day chart, and we're hanging on by a thread. So like all the key market drivers are at their critical levels. The bond yields and the dollar at a critical level. If they cool off, then the stock market can hang on by this thread and have a nice bounce up. If those start to rapidly fire up, I would go out on a limb and say the stock market is about to melt down. And I don't think it would be like that. It would just come down to that. I think we're tracking the 200 moving average on the 3-day or the 1-day chart. See if we'll pull up here. Yeah, so we're on the 1-day right now. So it's likely if we break down from this level here, we'll come down to like 13,000, retest these levels over here. That to me is like the line in the sand. I don't want to see us get lower than these points right here. Like where we're at right now is critical to hold, but I don't want to see us come down below like 13,500. I don't want to see that. The max we come down to 13,000. We poke below 13,000, wouldn't be good. But right now we're okay. It's not like time to panic, but we're at a key level for all the market drivers here. But we do have promising signs from the bond yields for the sell warning, the dollar for the sell warning, and then for the stock market, if we throw on the screener here, I believe it's flashing a 1-day prepare to buy soon on the 7G star G8 indicator. So let's throw that up. Yeah, so on the 1-day chart, we are flashing a prepare to buy soon with the 7G star G8 indicator. And last time we flashed out was back here in January. And then when we saw that buy now come in, it was up only since. So if we can see that buy now come in on the 1-day, I'm feeling better. But we are seeing the EMA flip from green to red right now. So it's very critical we get back above 15,250. That's for the stock market. The total crypto market cap, let's revisit this because we were checking those signals that we're getting on pretty high time frames. So we have our 4-day prepare to buy soon. We got our 5-day, I think, prepare to buy soon. Yep, we got our 5-day. Let's see if we got our 6-day, which we do. And let's go to the 1 week now, because I don't think we had that before. We still don't have the 1 week, but we have the 6-day, we got the 5-day, we got the 4-day, we got the 3-day, and we got the 2-day. And I think we got the buy now on the 2-day. We got the buy now on the 2-day over here. So for the total crypto market cap, if we can come up here and break above this trend line resistance that's been holding us down since like July here. We can get above here, which will be around like 1.05. Really, I would like to see us get above the 786 of this as well too. So like 1.06 trillion. If we can get above there, then I'm going to go out on a limb and say, all right, we can see a rise up to around 1.10 trillion. Because then we'll see that the 3-day buy now flash, because we'll have that momentum pull us up. Because right now we have the MACD going green, we have the TSI about to cross, and we have the stock RSI headed up. In 2 days and 13 hours, if we can push up to 1.07 trillion and stay there, then we'll get that 3-day buy now. And to me, that's a great sign, because then it will spill into the 4-day chart. And that's really the one we're watching for that buy now signal, because that to me will signal, all right, we're done going down and we can start going up. So that's what we're watching. You can clearly see that trend line right there as well too. And then we have this kind of trend line like that, and we're converging, and we don't have long. We have till like the first or second week of October to make a move here. So things are about to get very volatile. So if you're looking to strike on this, join the Discord. Link is in the bio. Request Rob at Stargate as a friend and get ready, because it's the calm before the storm right now. You don't want to do it during the storm. But yeah, so right here we're coiling up, and then we got the horizontal support here as well too, with resistance support. So we're coiling up right now, and I want to see that 3-day buy now flash, that 4-day buy now flash, and us get above that key level here. If we look at the 2-day chart, you can see that the TSI is starting to look like it wants to go vertical here. We got a big green print here as well too on the MACD, and the stock RSI looks like it wants to cross again, and the pink and the blue are starting to come closer and closer to each other. Very promising at the moment. Then we look at the 1-day chart. This is what you love to see. This is what we're talking about. On the 1-day chart, the cross down to then cross up with that dark green print, beautiful. That signals to me a large move is about to happen, especially because we maintained the level. We look like we're going to lose our momentum and cross down. It said nope. We had the dark green come in, and the stock RSI has cooled off, and it looks like it wants to fire up rapidly. Today's going to be a very critical day and a big day. So by the end of today, with the daily candle close, if we have a nice move today, it could be the start of something bigger. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm seeing here. So this is very positive at the moment so far, but keep in mind it is 7:22 a.m. and the market's, around like 9:30, you start to really see the real move of the day. But yeah, so far so good. That's the total crypto market cap. The altcoin market cap, we'll go on the 3-day chart. And we're right now at a trend line resistance. I'm going to hide everything else, and let's put this trend line coming down like this. And we're at it right now as we speak. If we look at the momentum to gauge what the move could be, it looks like we want to cross up. We have the MACD, 2 green prints right now on the 3-day. We have the TSI looking like it wants to cross. And these 3-day cross downs or cross ups, they're for real. Like August 14th, we crossed down. That was like the day we had that flash crash. This cross up in June, that was when we bottomed after like the SC drama around that time. Bitcoin went from like 22K to 30K. Then it crossed down in April. Cross up in January. You know, like the 3-day cross ups, cross downs, you don't want to play with. And right now we're coiling up tight. So we have the momentum headed up, all good. We have the pink kind of and the blue kind of coming together closer. We just need to see follow through here. So like I've been saying, 325 billion, we're right at it. We need to get above it, hold that support, then 333 billion, then 350 billion, then nothing was the same. So that's what I'm watching for the total altcoin market cap. And then if we look at Bitcoin at 26,495 right now, let's go to the 3-day chart. Bitcoin is holding the key level, 25,778. It held it this whole time. If we do drop down, that's the level I want to see us hold, like at the lowest. But really, I want to see us hold 26,200. I don't want to see us break below that. If we do, I want it to be a quick wick and a candle body close above it. But if we do that, 25,800 is the last stand, or we could see some lower prices here. But for the bullish scenario, getting above 27,000 will get us above this 21 moving average, which has served as a critical level of support, resistance, break above, support, then resistance. So getting above there, maybe coming up to 27,500, 27,800, getting rejected, coming back down, holding it as support, and then firing up here is what we want to see. As you can see as well, 3-day prepare to buy soon on Bitcoin. And then if we look at the 4-day chart, nothing on the 4-day, but a 3-day prepare to buy soon is massive. That's massive. If we look at the 2-day chart, we had a prepare to buy soon and buy now already flash. And if we're looking at the 21 moving average here, the purple line, we're above. We broke above about like 8 days ago. And even though we've gone lower, we're holding that critical resistance because we touched it a lot. Let me hide the Fib forecaster. But that's at 27,169. And that's why it's critical for us to get above 27,500. Because if we can break above there, hold that support. See how the void lines are very tight as well too? And we're at this key fib. If we can break above there, hold that support, we're going to fire up quick. That's why I'm saying that today's going to be a critical day. And tomorrow, as far as it could just be the start of a bigger move. But yeah, so look at, let me hide this, because this 21 moving average, the purple line here, has served as a key level of support, resistance, broke above, back down, support so far. You know, so that we want to hold that 26,200 level. So we've already basically broken out, retesting it back down on the trend line, which that can happen. You know, we had the breakout because we had the resistance, broke out, support. So we just want to get above that level that I said, 27,500. XRP, go into the 12-hour chart. It came down and it held the 786, 0.4976, but really 0.4950 is like that key level. It's the line in the sand, because if I throw in the Fib forecaster for long-term trade, we go to the daily chart. I see right there, 786 around 49 cents. If I think I go back to the 12-hour chart, oh no, so yeah, like 49 cents is like where I'd want to see a wick come down to. I wouldn't even want to see a body come down to that. A quick wick down to 49 cents, but really the body's maintaining above 0.495. And then we have the void line bottom band acting as a nice support as well too. We definitely need to get above 0.5050. I've been saying it. You can see how many times we got rejected, and that's at 21 moving average, and it served as a critical level so far. Like resistance, got above, held the support for a bit, then resistance, shot us down, back up, support, try to hold it, couldn't, resistance. Getting above there is going to be key. And then getting above 52.75 cents will bring us up into the 60 cent region. On the 12-hour chart, we want to see that momentum cross up. We're already seeing it on the 12-hour, which closes in 32 minutes and 51 seconds. And then we really want to see this TSI cross up ASAP on the 12-hour. The 1-day chart, you know, we're like in the pre-stages of the total crypto market cap. We're at this point where it looks like it's going to cross down, just like the total crypto market cap did right here. And then all of a sudden, bang, it pops up. So XRP is lagging a little behind, but not too far behind. So I think October is going to be a nice month for XRP, but we'll have to see. XRP to Bitcoin's looking great. It looks like it's breaking, it's holding key levels. You know, we need to get back above this 50 moving average here. But really looking at the 3-day chart, we're crossing up. As soon as we get that TSI cross up, we're about to bounce. Critical level 0.000185 and really getting back above 0.001942 will shoot us up over the 2s again, which will be a substantial move, 10 to 20%, bring us back up into the 60-cent region. So that's XRP to Bitcoin. XRP looks great. 1-day chart, we just need to see the momentum pop up, and then we have this trend line coming down like this, like that as well too, and we need to get above there. And then we'll cover XLM, and we're going to leave it off at that. So XLM 3-day chart, it is holding that 50 moving average as support. What we're waiting for is that 3-day cross up through that 20 line, but we can gauge it from the 2-day chart, and we haven't crossed yet, but we're starting to wane in the MACD. And if we can see that cross, but let's look at the 1-day, because the 1-day is starting to show us that it's crossing up through the 20 line. But I'd really want to wait to see that orange get through the 20 line for more confidence. Because if the orange can get there, the TSI will cross, and it's likely that will spill over into the 2-day, 3-day chart, and it will fulfill what we've been watching here. So I'm looking to strike on that. I know you guys are too. If you're not already a VIP, come in the Discord. Link is in the bio. Friend request me, Rob at Stargate. We'll get you kitted and suited up during the calm before the storm here. So that's the market update for today. I'll be in the Discord, and I'll be doing a newsletter after this video as well too. I'm going to be jam-packed today, back-to-back one-on-ones from like noon to 8 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to fire off this market update, get you guys the newsletter, and then one-on-ones today, but I'll be checking in on you guys in the Discord. So link is in the bio. Come join it. I'll see you guys over there and in the next video.